Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my monitor so I can make sure everything's still recording and I'm still in angle and still in focus. So to begin, disclaimer, this is my AC on, so if it's a little loud and then it cuts off, that's my AC. So to begin, I wanted to do a 5-tip video on how to manage your dreadlocks, take care of your dreadlocks, keep them moisturized, how to just properly care for locks. I've had my locks for about a year and 3 months now, so I love everything about it. I started my locks March 17th of 2018, so it's been about almost a year and 3 months, and it's probably the best thing I've ever done. So I can say, if you want to lock your hair, I say do it. It's the best thing. I don't regret it. I would never regret doing something like this, because it's like, look at me, look how long they've gotten. So if you haven't seen the video of me showing how I retwist my locks, you might want to go see that one to see how short my locks started off, and then come back to this one and watch. Or you could do either or, but I will be linking that video down below in the description box. So I'm Jamie, but my social media is labeled as KWEENJAE. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. So to begin, I want to say, this is just from what I've learned with having locks for myself. So you can take my advice on how you want, but this is how I learned how to be able to take care of my locks. So to start, very first tip is you want to be able to take care of your locks all the time. You want to be consistent with your locks. So consistent as far as keeping them up, and you don't have to always keep them up. I keep mine up because my job regulates it. We have to with my job. But outside of keeping my locks up, I do maintain them really well. I'm very consistent with my locks. I do retwists and moisturizing and all of that maybe every 3 weeks to a month, only because when I first started, my hair was really like, it gets really soft, and obviously it's really like soft and moisturized now, but I like to let the natural oils build up, because it does help my hair grow a lot. I've realized that the less I wash my hair, the more it does grow. That's step one. Just be consistent with your locks. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid of what anyone's saying. Don't be afraid of the short stage. I did not have the short stage that a lot of people have, but what I can say, the short stage isn't bad. It teaches you at a very short stage how to maintain and keep up your locks, so when they get long, you already know how to do it. So that's step one, being consistent with your locks. Step two is, or tip two, is being able to keep your locks moisturized. So I did mention moisturization in tip one, but this one is all about keeping your locks moisturized, because it is very easy for your locks to dry out, and it's a lot of bad steps when they dry out. They dry out, and then it's more prone to breaking off because your hair becomes more fragile because everything's locked up. I'm saying that to say, keep your hair moisturized. It helps keep it like strong, and even like little ends. I don't have any hairs with like little ends, but keeping it moisturized and keeping it up, when I say that, I mean all the little straight ends or whatever. My ends are pretty curly right now because I've cut all the straight ends off. So anything that I feel is damaging to my dreadlocks, I take them off, or I cut them off. I don't care, because I've had my dreadlocks for a decent amount of time, so I'm pretty confident with my dreadlocks. Alright y'all, I had to step out for a second. My computer was about to die, so I needed to get my charger so I can plug it up and it doesn't die mid-video. I just ran upstairs. I'm hungry. That's not a good combination. So back to what I was saying, keeping your locks moisturized. That is a very vital tip for me, because my hair dries out pretty easily. I don't use conditioner every time I wash my hair, so adding that extra moisture after I don't use conditioner, or after I use very drying shampoo, is what helps me and my locks grow pretty long. So tip number 3 that I'm gonna put in, and you'll see it on my next video when I show how I retwist doing the braiding method. this tip is vital for me, at least, because I have really thick hair. So tip number 3 is going to be letting your hair dry thoroughly and all the way through. So when I redo my hair, I usually do it, if it's on the weekend, like I usually do it on Sunday. So if it's on Sunday, I would try to wash it in the morning time and retwist it by like 12 in the afternoon, giving it that full day up until the next day. So about 24 hours to fully dry. But since my hair is so thick, sometimes it doesn't fully dry depending on how I retwist it. So for instance, if depending on my work schedule, if I'm able to let it dry for a full 24 hours, then my hair is completely dry. But I am also extremely tender-headed, so sleeping with clips in my hair, with the braids in my hair, anything, it really hurts my scalp really bad. So I end up I'm able to sleep through the night, barely, but I usually wake up at the crack of dawn in the morning and I take it down, not allowing my hair to dry properly. So my hair ends up, I have pieces in the back of my head right now that did not dry thoroughly, so that means it's not twisted. So but because those are pieces that are not seen as much, it doesn't bother me. So that's step 3 with just being, or tip 3 with just being patient and allowing your hair to thoroughly dry. Tip number 4 is being able, or wrapping your hair up at night. Now I wrap my hair up every night. Here's my scarf and everything right here. I use 2 scarves. Both of them are silk material, so, or satin, like kind of satin silk material. I do not use any type of, like, I don't know what the material is called, but I want to say like cotton material on my hair, because that's not good for hair. That's not good for your hair. So I use silk material or satin material when I wrap my hair up at night. So you want to be able to wrap your hair every night. As much as a lot of people think if you have locks, you don't have to wrap it up, you don't have to maintain it. You don't have to maintain it like you should. Locks are something that you really want to be able to keep maintained. They're one of, to me, I appreciate my hair even more now that I have locks, because before I was not able to appreciate my hair. So before I wouldn't sleep with a scarf. I can't even sleep at night now if I don't have a scarf in my hair. Yeah, locks are something that you want to be able to wrap at night. You want to be able to take care of. Treat it like you would if you had a sew-in or so. Or treat it like you would if you just got your hair done and you want it to look good for a couple of days. You would wrap it up. So wrap your locks up. It's very vital, because your hair, locks can dry out really easily. So you want to make sure you keep them locked up, or not locked up. You want to make sure that you keep them wrapped up when you go to bed at night, so they can maintain the moisture and the freshness and everything about them. You don't want them to dry out super easily. Tip number 5 is the last tip I'm going to give for this video, and this tip is being patient and being able to do your research and knowing your locks. I know that sounds like 3 different tips in one tip, but they all go together, they coincide, all of that. So knowing your locks, doing your research, and being able to take care of them. If you do your research, you learn more about locks, and you learn the history of locks and all of that. I didn't do my proper research when I started my locks. I just liked how they looked. It wasn't an aesthetic type of feeling for me, but I knew it was something I wanted for a couple years, but my job didn't permit it until now, so I was able to have them. Doing your research and being patient and knowing your locks. If you know your locks, there should not be a problem. I know my locks for a fact. I know if I wash my hair every 2 weeks, my locks are going to be extremely dry. So I wash them every 3 to 4 weeks. If you know your locks, do what is best for your locks. Do not, it's always great to take tips and advice, but once you know your hair, do what's best for your hair. Don't do what's best for what the next person's hair is, because a lot of products just does not work the same with my hair as it will work with your hair. That's just how hair works. So tip number 5 again is to know your locks, do your research, and know how to maintain them. So that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with another video hopefully next week, next weekend or so, when I do have the time to be able to retwist my hair. So if you all like this video, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share the video with everyone. So if you all like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow all of my social media. It'll be in the description box below. Bye guys.